A mountain once low to the ground, God is brought tall, just as he has man. And to love him with all the heart and with all the understanding, the strength, and to one's neighbor as oneself is much more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices. Mark 12:33. Psalms 51 is the way God's people think and feel about the hurtfulness of their sin. King David wrote this psalm in great humility after his sin with Bathsheba and the murder of her husband was brought to him by Nathan. It was very painful for him as he wrote it. For you will not delight in sacrifice, or I would give it to you. You will not be pleased with a burnt offering. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken contrite heart. O God, you will not despise. Good to Zion in your good pleasure. Build up the walls of Jerusalem. Then you will delight in right sacrifices, in burnt offerings, in whole burnt offerings. Then bulls will be offered on your altar. Psalms 51:16-19. If we've practiced growing in self-reflection, we probably found enough pain to break our heart. Facing that brokenness as part of the human condition can be very crushing. But if we've arrived at this part, it's probably a sign that we're ready for God to change us. Sometimes when we're young, we're not ready for God to change us because we can't see our character defects. We can try approaching God on our own merit. Later in his life, when confronted by his sins of adultery and murder, King David penned, "For I was born a sinner, yes, from the moment my mother conceived me." Psalm 51:5. He also said, "You would not be pleased with sacrifices, or I would bring them." The sacrifice you want is a broken spirit, a broken, repentant heart. O God, you will not despise. Psalms 51:16-17. Jesus taught that God blesses those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Matthew 5:4. God isn't looking for evidence of how good we are or how hard we try. He only wants us to mourn over our sins, and he will not ignore our needs, but forgive us, comfort us, and cleanse us.